Police say a Dallas mother admitted she tried to drown her 4- and 6-year-old children while she was high on marijuana laced with PCP. Fox 4's James Rose is at the Dallas Police Department. James, a terrifying situation for those children.
Yes, Clarice, very close call. It happened just after 7 last night in the 3300 block of Southern Oaks, and that is in East Oak Cliff. Now, neighbors say they heard children screaming from an apartment, and then they called police. But before police could even arrive, a family member stepped in, took action, and saved the children from their very own mother.
It's a hard time for our family. We don't really understand why this happened, but at the same time, it never happened before.
Ernest Gardner, flanked by his family, can't believe his sister is charged with attempted capital murder. 35-year-old Sonia Gardner is eerily smiling in this booking photo after police say she tried to kill her youngest 2 girls, ages 4 and 6, after smoking pot-laced PCP. Investigators say Gardner's 18-year-old son, Jadesman, heard screaming from outside and broke into the apartment. According to this police affidavit, his mother was upset because the children were asking for snacks. As Jadesman got into the apartment, the affidavit says, he shot his gun into the ceiling and kicked in the bathroom door. Police say he then pulled both of his sisters out of the bathtub, dropped them off at a neighbor's, and took off.
One of the neighbors looked inside the apartment and heard Miss Gardner yelling that she was sorry for trying to drown her kids.
The light that they putting her in is not actually her. It's not her at all. The kids are always happy. For this to happen, then that's totally out of her character.
Police say Jadesman is a lifesaver, but he's also wanted on an outstanding warrant, and now police are trying to find him.
It appears that his actions may have saved the lives of these 2 children. We, Child Abuse, would like to speak to Mr. Gardner as a witness.
Family members say Gardner has 4 children in all, Jadesman the eldest, and 3 girls, ages 13, 6, and 4. All 3 of the younger ones are in foster care.
For them to be gone out of our lives.
As you can see, the family obviously distraught by this. They're told by CPS it may be 10 days to 2 weeks before they even have a chance to see those little girls. Again, all 3 of them are in CPS custody, and CPS tells me that they had no prior history on this family. Clarice?
A couple of questions, James. The mother, does she have a criminal past?
Well, you know, she does, and it goes back to the year 2000. So 14 years ago, she was charged with possession of marijuana. And, you know, the family even told me earlier today, you know, she has a history of dealing with pot, but the PCP, they say, that is really not clear how she came upon PCP. And, you know, that's one of the things they're saying. They know her as a hardworking single mother of 4. They don't know this woman that's behind bars, charged with attempting to kill her 2 children by drowning them in the bathtub.
And you mentioned those 2 little girls are in CPS custody. Do we know what kind of condition they're in, James?
I'm told that they're in very good condition, but they did give police statements that their mother did try to drown them in the bathtub because they were asking for snacks. So as you can imagine, very disturbing thing for young children to experience.
That's horrifying. And what about Jadesman? Any leads on where police think he might be?
No, they don't know, but, you know, they do say they want him to come in. He does have an outstanding warrant. They wouldn't say specifically what it is, but they believe that it may have something to do with a probation violation. And as you heard in the report, the affidavit says a gunshot was fired by him. It says that in the affidavit. So perhaps they want to talk to him about that, because that would be a case of a felon in possession of a firearm.
But again, they are saying he did act heroically to stop what was happening to his sisters. Thank you, James.